And here we are in the Daytime Kitchen. Actually, I think this is officially now the Daytime Bakery with Dr. B.J. Hardick joining us. Thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be back. It's been a while.
From Maximized Living, we go to Maximized Buns.
Sure.
And we're not talking about doing squats.
Well, no, but have these buns, and you might like your own buns at the end of the day. So the biggest issue with breads, carbs, white flour is that it basically turns directly into sugar.
Right.
You know, so we've always looked at the healthier options for having, buns, whether it's for hamburgers or bread and butter, or we're gonna do egg salad today. But the biggest thing is trying to get grains out of there. Yeah. So the paleo community, the Maximized Living community, a lot of people into CrossFit, they don't want grains at all. But then
no grains.
They don't want grains at all. So grains are very inflammatory. They do convert to sugar, even if they're whole wheat grains. And it's just, people get sick of wrapping their burgers in kale leaves and that type of thing. So in the summertime, you still want the bun. And when you have people over for Thanksgiving, you still want to have buns out, and you still want to dip them in the gravy and everything. So we have an awesome recipe here. It's new on drhardick.com. It's not in the book from the original release, but this is on the blog, and I think it'll come out real good.
And this is grain-free.
This is completely grain-free. So what we use here, we're going to mash this up a little bit because this is almond flour, right? So it's about a cup and a half of almond flour, 5 tablespoons of psyllium husk, so major fiber in here. So
it has
that's
the same kind
good
of
for some people.
consistency. It looks like flour.
Well, it does. You really got to mash it up because it's you can get almond flour in varying degrees of thickness too. So you really want it where it's really, really finely ground down. And again, there's still baking soda, and there is still sea salt in here. So you really, really want to get this nice and fine as you possibly can. And it's amazing as we start to make this. It's going to be hard to believe this will turn into a bun within the next 5 minutes.
It is hard to believe.
Yeah.
But we wanted people to see because it's not that difficult to do. A cup and a half of almond flour and some of the other stuff, and we're going to do dry ingredients, wet ingredients.
Okay.
So we're going to just make sure this water's boiling.
Yes. We've been focusing on our boiling water here.
We're going to crack a couple eggs here.
All right.
Do you know the way to crack an egg? So good. This way.
So that it doesn't
from
get
the
messy?
inside. Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Good. Okay. So here.
Beautiful.
Whisk that up a little bit.
Sure.
Okay, our water's boiling.
As fast as we can. The water is definitely boiled. So again, we're going to put eggs in there, really whip that up. And then the other part of the liquid ingredient we're going to use is going to be apple cider vinegar.
Oh, cool.
Right, so this is amazing. And again, this is great too. You can use this on your skin, use it in your hair.
Really?
It's great, like all the hair relaxants and that type of
Really?
thing. Yeah, they all use apple cider vinegar. So this is going to be, that looks pretty good right there. This is going to be about 2 tablespoons worth of this.
So what
or an
makes
eighth of a
apple
cup.
cider vinegar good for your hair or skin?
I don't know. It's just been one of those long-used elixirs that people really use. So a lot of the people that are into, organic, do-it-yourself skincare and hair care, you'll often see it in all the hair rinses and that type of thing. And then also it's great just for detoxing too. So a lot of people, they'll do a scoop of apple cider vinegar first thing in the morning just to help with digestion before they eat. So
Plus, I just love the smell.
Yes.
Yes.
I love the smell.
It is awesome, and it's great in a lot of salad dressings as well. So the thing that's kind of freaky here is when you look at this, we're mashing together our eggs and our apple cider vinegar, and you're going to wonder if this will ever turn into buns, but I promise you it will.
Can I turn the stove off now?
Turn the stove off. We're all getting hot up here.
The key to this though is the boiling water, correct?
Yeah, because right now if you look at this, you do not think this is going to you're into bread. So we've got our eggs, our apple cider vinegar, all of our grain-free flour, and we're going to add a cup of boiling water. And actually, when you see this go in, you're actually going to think it's just going to look worse. So
it's not getting better.
But at the same time, we're going to do this within a couple segments, and now again, we better be quick on this and get this thing mixing up. So again, you've got your baking soda in here, and this is, once we start churning it, believe it or not, going to turn into something that we can scoop and then toss in our daytime oven. Now we've got something we can scoop. Do you see that? So we're going to take 4 of these, and these are going to go on something. We can put them on a nonstick pan, or you can use parchment if you want, because you're going to cook it. I mean, it does take a good 50 minutes in the oven.
What about
And I'm
size?
spilling a little bit here. Well, we're gonna. How big are these gonna be?
Yeah. How big should you make it for a bun?
This is a nice recipe because it makes 4, and you'll see how they come out because you want to be able to have something big enough that you can fit a burger on. Obviously, we weren't doing burgers here in the studio today because then we really would have scorched the place up.
I like the way that you're dishing them out because they actually look like they'd be perfect for like a chicken breast.
No, they would be.
Yeah.
Would you go put this in the oven?
I will put this in the
Okay, good.
oven. Open up the oven.
Good.
In it goes.
And then here's our finished product right
look
here.
at that!
Oh,
Magically,
wow.
they come
So
out.
it is good.
Perfectly
Yeah.
baked.
So when you look here, Heather, put a little egg salad on here. This
All right.
again, you slice them open just the way anybody would.
Oh, so one bun
Oh, wow.
is
Yeah.
is not actually. I thought there would be the top and the bottom would be two
Oh,
separate. So
yeah. Well, I
this is
mean, I
perfect.
guess you could do that, but this is actually going to be so filling because of the nuts and everything else, you know. So, and the psyllium husk. I don't think you would need much more. So we're going to put on some egg salad for you, some lettuce. You're not allergic to lettuce?
Not at all.
Okay, we'll put on some
Unbelievable.
tomato for you here.
I'm just
Avocado is awesome because it's a nice, creamy, saucy thing.
Definitely.
And then some sprouts too. So
That looks
there you go.
great.
Dig in. I might have overstuffed your bun a little bit there.
Look at
That is
that.
beautiful.
It's more like a
Quite
taco.
a hearty,
But
hearty
go for it.
sandwich.